Hey guys, it's Kris, and in preparation again for my mock symposium, I have another game I'm going to work on. I'm going to try and basically just talk my head off. My opponent today is, let us see, it's topthis. He's actually playing random, and he had the infested Terran portrait, and I actually hadn't seen that before, so I thought it was kind of cool. So we just kind of start off a nice little chat. Again, he is playing random. So at this point I have no idea what he is. So it kind of starts me off on a little more of an aggressive tangent than I normally would be. Just because I don't know what race they are. I don't know what build they're gonna go. I don't know anything about them, honestly. And that's why I find random opponents one of the most dangerous. But kind of going along with my basic start off. I go a pylon about 9 or 10. Yes, I do end up getting supply block, but I make that up with the chrono boost, and I chrono boost out three probes. And then in the chat, he's actually saying that he's ranked number 2 in 2 vs 2, which I did not believe him until I actually looked at his stats, and he really was, so I'm impressed. But I see this, he's ranked 2, and I saw his spawning pool right here. So that made me very nervous. Very, very nervous. Because he's going for a really early pool. Let me just change over to everyone. Yeah, he has a spawning pool done. He probably... I actually don't know what he did that at. Probably a 6 pool, actually. Let's see, let's look at the production. Yes, he's producing 6 Zerglings. 6 Zerglings. Can't speak. And when I saw that, my gateway was about half finished, so I'm kind of panicking right now. And I left my probe there, kind of like almost cannon fodder, just to hold off his Zerglings for another few seconds while I try to get this done. I actually, let me turn back to my view. I don't know he's attacking. I don't know he's moving out. Finally, my gateway finishes after like an eternity, and I quickly chrono boost out my first 2 zealots, because if I can hold this off, then that puts me in a really good position. So I'm trying to chrono boost out this zealot. Meanwhile, I do throw down another pylon, and he just keeps producing Zerglings. And quite honestly, when this first... Actually, where is he? Ahaha, that saved me. Oh, thank God that he didn't scout early on. That he completely missed that scout. Because if that would have hit me, I would have been in a lot of trouble. I probably would have lost this game. So I kind of won this game by a fluke, but I'll take it. Anyway, I'm still not sure where his Zerglings are, so I chrono boost out a second zealot to kind of hold this, because 2 zealots can easily hold off 6 Zerglings very easily and comfortably. So he brings in his attack, and we keep talking. This zealot does end up taking some serious damage, but I'm easily able to hold off that attack. Meanwhile, I'm still producing more zealots. And then finally my cybernetics core. And I'm just kind of joking with him. But I expected this to turn into a high macro game. And that would have given the Zerg a huge edge. It would have given topthis a huge edge. Just because Zerg, that's Zerg. Zerg is micro and macro. Well, macro, I think, is the right one. But, so I end up I throw down a really early Stargate, because I figure I can do some serious damage to him if I can just basically hold off, basically get a Stargate, because I'm expecting him to go like roaches or another kind of standard build, or to throw up spine crawlers to basically hold me off while he builds up another army. And then he does end up going for a second gas. Let me go back to my view. Anyway, I have 4 zealots, so I can easily hold off another Zergling attack. I can hold it off very easily and comfortably with this. Meanwhile, my Stargate finally finishes. My gateway, I have another gateway coming in, and I'm going for my second gas because void rays, yeah, are not cheap. And that was supposed to be LOL, not LIL, but of course I can't spell, so whatever. But yeah, we're just kind of bantering back and forth, talking to each other, having a good time with this game. And then I'm going to go back to we have a production tab up. But yes, I do start producing my first Void Ray. And I chrono boost it out, and I just kind of put it over there. Just if he decides to attack and he has a larger force than I can deal with right now, then I don't want him to see it that early on. And why I'm not producing anything, I actually don't know. I guess because I'm trying to get warp gates out. Let me go back to everyone. But I'm actually not sure what he's doing right now. Oh, okay. He's been producing Zerglings, kind of as his own defense. And here I'm expecting him to go roaches or something that can... something a little more, I guess, heftier that can take out my warp gate units. My first Void Ray finishes, and I'm really actually quite relieved that it finished, because if he should attack, should he overpower my force, and it's roaches and Zerglings, he can't do anything to my Void Ray. And then that would force him to probably go, blah blah blah, what are they called? I can't think of them. They're the little ground units that shoot spikes. I cannot think of the name right now. Okay, Hydralisks, that's it. I don't play Zerg, as you can tell. But he ends up going for a second gas. And then he's actually not producing anything, but he is morphing, which, in retrospect, he probably should have actually kept producing Zerglings, because I end up producing I produce a sentry so I can defend myself from either roach attacks with the shield, with the Guardian shield, or I can split off his army with one well-placed force field at his ramp. Right here. Anyway, I'm bringing out a second Void Ray, and I just kind of sit him back here because, again, if he does attack, I don't want him to see those early on. But anyway, as I was saying about the things I couldn't remember the name, the Hydralisks, if I force him to go Hydralisks, then I can tech switch into Colossi, and Colossi absolutely dominate Hydralisks. I'm not sure if it's a direct counter. I'm pretty sure it is, though. I have something on this game. At least I hope I am. Someone's gonna tell me I'm wrong, and I'm gonna feel like a total idiot. But I'm okay with that. Anyway, he starts going for a Spire. And I actually didn't know this at the time, so I decide I have a sizable force. I was able to hold off his first attack, so I know he's not going to have a whole lot as of yet, because his economy is actually very, very poor. He needs a lot more drones. A lot more. But I have my force right here, and I basically take this out to see what I can do with it. It does let him know that I'm here, that I'm attacking. I was trying to actually supply block him, but it didn't really work. And he kind of doesn't expect an attack. And, okay. So the Spire finishes about now, and he tries to get out a bunch of larvae, or a bunch of Mutalisks. But by now it's actually kind of too late, because I have 3 Void Rays that I've been kind of saving up, and I decide to, I'm pretty sure, I move them up over around here, around this area. Because if he's able to hold off this attack, he's not going to have a whole lot left. So I'm going to be able to basically come in with my Void Rays and mop up. But as it turns out, he was trying to research flyer attacks level 1 attack. He was trying to get out some more Mutalisks, but I have enough Stalkers here to basically deal with anything he has left. So atop this, he was a fun opponent. he was a lot of fun to play with, just because of the joking. He was a good sport about it. And it was really cool to actually see the infested Terran portrait, because I've actually never seen that before. And wow, he's actually doing a lot. Okay, so he's actually doing a pretty good job on his micro, moving the damaged stalker, or moving the damaged guys back. If you wanted to, actually probably could have held this off. He could have held it. Oh no, never mind. He lost his lair, and that's it. Okay, but it was a fun game. I did end up winning, and I didn't go. Well, I started to go with my pylon placement, but I didn't really need to. It was a fun game with a good sport, who's actually my friend now. He will probably be viewing this video, and if he does, I want to say hello to him. And I'm sorry if I insulted you in some way or another. I really was not trying to, but I had a lot of fun playing this game. And it was a lot of fun to play with you. So thank you for being a good sport about everything. I guess that's it for this time. Until next time, bye.